Okay, Lee is a person that I found very interesting. She's about 5 foot tall with very black hair. She has elongated ears similar to what Spock has. She has black eyes with a vertical slit in it with a yellow pupil. And her 4 fingers have no fingernails. So she'd have a hard time opening a bottle of, or a can of Coke.
Yeah, but one finger is kind of offset like our
Like
thumb
the thumb.
is.
Yeah. Her skin color is olive, making her look like a Greek person of heritage. She looks to be about 35 years old, but she's actually closer to, what? Their species lifetime is 300, so what would her age be?
Well, that's hard to judge because she is on a ship also. She was born on a ship, and she has always lived on a ship. Her parents were on a ship, and that's why she was born on a ship. And she is on the ship whose commander is Jesus Christ.
She's with Christ's command.
Right. So he is the commander on the ship, and she has kind of an unusual job. She's not in the command center. She's not with. She's kind of in between. So her job is to take care of both.
Oh.
If they have a problem or anything mentally, and what she does is she blends with them now. That's not a sexual thing. What she does is she kind of blends with their mind and their soul, and then she can figure out what's the problem is, because you can't hide what's in your mind or your soul when you blend. And so she's very good at her job. But from her we learned that most of the beings in space have more than one job, because you never know what you might be called on. She has been called on to take dignitaries from one place to another. She also has been given a ship of her own, which she promptly crashed.
I knew you were going to say that.
She didn't crash, she just
bumped.
exchanged paint.
Nudged it a little
She
bit.
bumped it.
A slight lack of focus there.
And she said it'll be a while before she has too much money to spend, but they don't really have money. They get credit that they can spend on anything they need. And she said she would be wearing her typical uniform for quite a while until it's paid for.
Well, I would like to talk about that. She does wear a brown hooded robe, and what that signifies on that ship is that she has earned that status through very rigorous and hard work and study. And it's a spiritual level that has been achieved that grants her the permission to wear that robe.
And she has done a lot of work and a lot of study on our Bible. If we have Bible-related questions, we usually get to talk to her about that.
And she is all about God's business.
Mm.
Yeah. The other ones that we talk to a lot, they like to make jokes and laugh. She's very serious. She wants to get down to business, discuss it, and we'll get over it.
A little more straightforward.
Very straightforward. But not mean.
No, not at all.
She does like to feel the various textures of earth, whether it's cloth or plants. And she was quite surprised when she sniffed a certain fragrance and said, "You can taste it too."
Yeah, that the smell and taste are so connected with humans. It was some essential oil that we let her smell.
Right.
She was like reaching for her tongue.
And, because she is quite human looking, she has been to Earth a number of times, observing people and then giving a report as to what the common person was thinking and talking about.
And to get a kind of a glimpse of what she's like, you got to go like Star Trek Next Generation, Counselor Deanna Troi. She's kind of like that on board with the counseling and helping people work through things.
Right, right. We all need it at some point in our life,
Yeah.
just someone to talk to. And she's a very good listener.
Mm. In 2001, she did get a new ship, and the name of her ship was called the Ship of Hope.
I think what they, I mean, they answered a lot of our questions about non-essential things, you know, like the pyramids or the moon or this planet X that people are talking about. But the basic message they all talked about was spirituality. What is spirituality? What do you need to be spiritual? And how do you attain it?
Mm-hmm.
And that is one of the things we want to talk about later on.